and welcome to my channel. This is Makeup by Mackenzie and I am Mackenzie, obviously. Today we're going to do this super cute, kind of creepy doll look, which is perfect for Halloween and it looks good, but is not that hard to do. So keep on watching if you want to learn how to pull off this look, and without any further ado, let's play with some makeup, shall we? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. My face and eyes are already primed, so we are ready to go, and we're starting off with the base, the face. With this kind of creepy doll look, we want our face to look like porcelain. So we want to look a little bit fairer than I am, which I'm already pretty fair, but a little bit fairer, and we want to be full coverage, like completely full coverage. We want to try and look as not skin-like as possible. So I'm going to go with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light Ultra Fair. This is super full coverage concealer, so it will give us that look that we're going for. But you don't have to use this concealer. You can use a full coverage foundation. You just want to make sure it's like the most full coverage foundation you have. And of course, if you are of a darker skin tone, you do not have to use a lighter shade. Really, I'm kind of going for that porcelain sort of look, which porcelain dolls are really, really pale. So that's kind of the look I'm going for, but you certainly do not have to go lighter with your skin tone if you do not want to. We're looking pretty pale, but we're also looking really shiny. So I'm going to set my face with a translucent powder. I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the eyes, and the eyes are actually pretty simple. Most of the detail is in trying to make them look bigger. So for the lids are pretty easy. So I'm just going into my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I'm going to use this shade Commando to kind of emphasize the crease a little bit, because we do lose it a little bit with this kind of look, but we're not going to go super dark with it. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and that shade Commando, and I'm not going exactly in my crease. I'm going to go right above my crease, because I do want to kind of give the illusion that the crease is higher than it actually is, and that will help to open up your eyes. But we're not going super dark with this shade. I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush and go over the edges. And we're keeping it matte as well, because with porcelain dolls, they don't really have much shimmer in their look. They're pretty natural, if you can call porcelain dolls natural. In terms of their makeup, they're natural. So you see how my eye already looks bigger and more lifted than this eye? And we're going to keep the lids pretty blank except for a thin line of eyeliner across the upper lash line. And that will help us when we put lashes on later to kind of blend them into your natural lash line. That's right, I said false eyelashes. We're doing false eyelashes on my channel. Fun. And you can always make this line thicker later when you need to blend in your eyelashes, but just putting a thin line down as a base helps. This can be liquid eyeliner, it can be gel, it can be a pencil. You can do whatever you want. And so now we're going to move on to the lower lash line. Now the lower lash line is interesting because we're trying to make our eyes look a lot bigger. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make it look like the whites of our eyes extend further than they do. So it makes your eyes look bigger. So we're going to line our lower waterline with a white pencil. So I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. And that's just going right along that lower waterline. And it's okay if it gets below the waterline, because we're going to fill that in anyway. Now I'm just going to take that same pencil and I'm going to start to run that along the lower lash line below the waterline. Kind of like that. So we're creating a thicker line here. And now we are going back in with our liquid eyeliner that we were using on the top waterline, or you can use your gel eyeliner or your pencil eyeliner if that's what you prefer. And we're basically creating a new lower lash line along that new, along the bottom of that white that we just laid down there. We're eventually going to put false eyelashes on the top lash line, and you could do the exact same thing on the bottom lash line and you give yourself this very like long lashed effect. Now, I don't like wearing false lashes on my top lash line, let alone on my bottom lash line, so I'm not gonna do that. Another thing that you can do is you can kind of fake eyelashes by drawing them on. That's what I'm going to do on the bottom lash line. I do like the look of them for the top lash line, but I'm not doing that for the bottom. But you could if you wanted to. So I'm just going to use that same liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to draw some lashes on that bottom lash line. Ooh, these give me some major 1970s Twiggy vibes. So, this is definitely a look. So now I'm going to do the eyebrows really quick. I don't really want them to look real. So I'm going to take a eyebrow gel and I'm going to comb through them. And I'm not going to put any sort of powder in. And if you have thin eyebrows, keep them thin. Don't try and draw them super thick because porcelain dolls will have thinner eyebrows drawn on. So I'm just kind of going over my eyebrows with this brow gel just to kind of keep them in place and fill them in a little bit. And you could totally draw your eyebrows in a lot if you wanted to make them look like they're drawn on. But you certainly don't have to give a whole lot of attention to your eyebrows for this look. One last thing I'm going to do to the brows, just to kind of emphasize the arch a little bit, is I'm going back into the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I'm taking the shade Below, which is the lightest shade, and I'm just putting that right under the arch of my brows, just to kind of give them a little bit of a lift. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm doing my lashes like the very last thing that I do. If you couldn't tell, I'm procrastinating putting them on because I hate false eyelashes, but I will put them on eventually. I'm just waiting until the very last second. So we're going to move on to blush. I want my blush to be really matte, and I don't really have a blush that's like perfectly matte, but I also want it to be a lighter color. I don't want to be a dark color, and I have darker blushes that are matte. I don't have any lighter ones that are matte. So I'm not going to use a blush for this one. I'm actually going to go into my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here. It's a matte pink eyeshadow. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and we're going right on the apples of our cheeks. We're not trying to do a circle like a Raggedy Ann doll, you know, where it's like a harsh circle. We're just kind of blending it out in circular motions rather than blending it up the cheeks, so you get more of this like rosy cheeked kind of look. So if you want to smile and just do it right here on the apple of your cheek, that's the look we're going for. Just like that. So you get this very like childlike rosy cheeked kind of look. And then the last thing before we do the lashes is lipstick. Oh, I forgot to tell you which one this is. So this is the Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Think Pink. So I'm underdrawing my lips for this. I'm keeping my lips kind of nice and small. And then I also did this kind of almost tipped the outer edges of the top lip out just a teeny bit, so you get this kind of I don't know, mustachy shape and keeping these your cupid's bow really round. So now that the lips are done, you could leave it here, pop on some false eyelashes, and call it a day. Or you could take it to the creepy level and add some cracks, as in you're a broken porcelain doll. And so that's what I'm going to do. So for this, you don't want to use an eyeliner that is shiny. So I'm going to use the Essence eyeliner pen in the shade Black, and it helps to kind of figure out an origin point. So I like to start off with a chip, like a section that's kind of actually come out. So I'm going to start with right here on my cheek. I'm going to start with a little triangle. A little triangle. And now I'm going to start to draw some cracks that are coming off of this chip here. You start off thick by pressing harder, and as you get to the end of the crack, you want to kind of loosen up on your grip a little bit. You can have some little splinter cracks kind of coming off of it. They don't need to be perfect whatsoever. Just having some fun with these cracks here. And I always say to myself when I'm doing eyeliner, when you get to a point where you're okay with it, stop touching it. So I'm going to add another one up here, I think. But this one I'm going to try to do without a crack. I'm gonna kind of try and make it look like there's a crack up here. So these are just gonna kind of come down out of my hair. So we've got a crack coming out of there, like that. So I'm going to take a white eyeliner pencil. I'm just going to use the same one that I used before, the NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil. That eyeshadow eyeliner pencil. And I'm just going along each of those little cracks to kind of highlight them a little bit. Alrighty. So we've got our cracks done.
Say crack again.
Crack. So now I'm going to go pop on my false eyelashes, and I will be right back. And here we have our creepy cracked doll look. I think it's a super fun look. In case you're wondering what the lashes are, they're the Wet n Wild Color Icon faux lashes in Lash La Reed. And I don't like wearing them, but they certainly help the look. This is one of those looks where I feel like it really, really does need the false eyelashes, even though I hate wearing them. But anyway, this is the creepy cracked doll look. I think it's really super cute. I think it's super easy and fun for Halloween. It's one of those looks that looks like you put a lot into it, but it's actually really easy to do. So if you are kind of experimenting with Halloween makeup, this is a good look for you. Let me know what you guys think of this look down in the comment section below. Have you done this look before, or has this inspired you to do this look for Halloween this year? Let me know. I would love to know. Let me know what your favorite look has been so far of the Halloween looks I've been doing the past few weeks. I'd love to know which one's your favorite. Is this one your favorite? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, let me know if there are any other videos or topics or tutorials that you want me to do, because I want to do what you want to see. So let me know. As always, I will have all of the products I used in today's video listed in the description box below for you to find. I will also have a link to my GoFundMe campaign. 100% of those proceeds goes towards making this channel the best it possibly can be for you. So if you really like this channel and want to help me make it better, please consider donating to that. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at MUBYMackenzie. And if you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like it in the future. Alright, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, makeup has no rules. They're more like guidelines. So, you do you, boo-boo. Alright, see you next time, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to blah, blah, blah. Today, we're going to do blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going to set my face with a translucent. What? Is I'm going into my Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Basics palette. Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. Yes, that's it. And we're going to keep the lids natural except for a thin line of, except for a thin line of eyeliner except for a thin line of eyeliner across the lash, And so I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and what is my deal with pronunciation today? So for this, you don't want to use a eyeliner that is shiny. You got my teeth.